everyone. My name is Dr. Prabhakaran Durairaj. I'm a cardiologist and an epidemiologist. Currently, I'm Vice President, Research and Policy at the Public Health Foundation of India and a professor at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. I gave a talk on challenges to the healthcare system and potential solutions in the post-COVID era. So instead of just talking about the challenges, which we all know is related to first the cardiovascular disease burden, which is very high in India. The second is out-of-pocket expenditure is huge. Actually, around 70% of the people have to undergo out-of-pocket expenditure. But specifically in relation to the post-COVID era, I think there has been immense pressure on the health system during the COVID, when the COVID pandemic peaked. Currently, it has come down, but still there are issues. The first issue is in terms of the post-COVID sequelae, which patients come back to the institutions. The second is in terms of tertiary care getting overloaded with the past patients who have not who would have required interventions or surgery. The third is inadequate screening because of various restrictions in the COVID era, and it has affected mostly the vulnerable populations of the society. So if I have to actually classify the challenges for the patient, I think it's related to three things. Number one is the awareness, number two is the access, and number three is the availability of care. And therefore, we offered telemedicine as a solution in the post-COVID era, given that there has been liberalization of the policies to use of telemedicine in India. So we believe that telemedicine improves access to primary as well as tertiary care for the poor, vulnerable, and marginal societies living in remote, rural, as well as urban locations. There can be improved care for COVID-19 through assisted telemedicine solutions. There's a reduced burden on tertiary care facilities because patients can be taken care of at home, can provide care and support to COVID patients after in the recovery period, ensure continuity of care, reduce indirect costs, and prevent complications through improved awareness, early detection, and treatment. Now, in this regard, I presented our program on telemedicine called Digi Sahayam, which is an assisted telemedicine program where there is a health worker or a nurse who assists the patient in terms of collecting the history and conducting a physical examination and presenting it virtually to a doctor who's remotely located. And this has been quite successful. We have done this in 3 locations in Tamil Nadu with over 5,000 patients who have been who have attended this program. Based on this, the WHO has suggested that we do a demonstration project of telemedicine in Karnataka, and that's what we are doing. But in addition, there are several innovations that are possible. That includes on-foot telemedicine assistance for people who are unable to reach the hospital. The health worker can go to the houses of these people and initiate a telemedicine consultation. There can be telemedicine on wheels, where for remotely located population, where we can convert a van into a telemedicine clinic. All that is required, and there are several innovations in this telemedicine clinic. Number one is an electronic decision support system, which provides a personalized management plan to patients. The number two is in terms of point of care devices, which provides immediate biochemical results. Number three is an AI enabled ECG, and which provides results again immediately. We also have provided an electronic stethoscope, which has noise cancellation features where the doctor can hear remotely, and then there's an high definition camera, which the doctor sitting remotely can control. Now, these innovations, one of the things to overcome in these innovations is what we call as interoperability. Just to give an example, if you're using an iPhone, some of the operations in the iPhone cannot be accessed in an Android phone. So you require some kind of mechanism by which you can operate everything on a single platform, and that's what we have created. And I think in the post-COVID era, telemedicine provides an optimal solution both for patients, for doctors, and for the health system. For the patients, it provides an enhanced experience because there's somebody helping them. They're talking to the best specialists across wherever they're located. For the doctors, actually, they're getting the history of the patient as well as the physical examination. And for the health system, there is reduced burden because the number of people who come to these clinics are less. In fact, there are indirect effects like decreasing the footfall can help the environment, reduce air pollution, and also contribute to reduction in climate change. This is what I spoke about in my talk the other day. Thank you very much for hearing me out.